Hello dear Talk News subscribers. This summer I'm traveling in my native Armenia, and as I visit places I want to show you some beautiful places from Armenia. Today I visited a place, a monastery, Khor Virap, right at the foot of the mountain Ararat where Noah's Ark descended. It's a monastery located in Ararat Valley plain near the close border with Turkey, which is 5 miles south of Artashat. Khor Virap's monastery's notability as a monastery and pilgrimage site is attributed to the fact that Gregory the Illuminator, who was the illuminator of Armenia, was initially imprisoned here for about 14 years by King Tiridates III of Armenia, and you're about to see that in a video. Saint Gregory subsequently became the king's religious mentor, and they together led a proselytizing activity in Armenia, spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. In the year 301, Armenia was the first country in the world to be declared a Christian nation. A chapel was initially built in 642 at the site of Khor Virap by Nerses III as a mark for veneration of Saint Gregory. You're about to see that. Let's take a look at this place together. Thank you. Hello to all my friends. I'm now in Armenia in a monastery called Khor Virap, and you see the Ararat Valley. As I'm going up in the monastery, this is the entrance of the monastery. There are nice Armenian stone crosses here. And there on the background you see the summit of the Mount Ararat, on which Noah's Ark descended. About that you can read in the book of Genesis in the Old Testament, chapter, I believe, 8. It's a beautiful, breathtaking and magnificent view. There is a little bit haze and we can't see the mountain really clear as normally we do, but it's not really that bad. You can still see it. Sadly, the mountain is on the side of the Turkish side of the border. The border between Armenia and Turkey goes right through those trees that you see. That's around the foot of the mountain. And here we go. This monastery is called Khor Virap, which is, we're going to enter the monastery now, which is the place where there is the dungeon of Gregory the Illuminator, the illuminator of Armenia. Now let's go and enter the monastery. Beautiful view, isn't it? This is the Ararat Valley. And now we're entering the monastery. This is the backyard of the monastery. It's a small complex, but a very famous place in Armenia for Christian faithful, because this is where the Gregory of the Illuminator has spent 13 years before getting out and converting Armenia. Although Armenia was a Christian country, Christianity was in Armenia before then. This is the sanctuary. And this is the entrance to the dungeon where Gregory the Illuminator spent 13 years. We're now in dungeon. You see people coming down. This is what it takes to come to the dungeon. Okay, this is a very small place. This is where Armenian church, but this is where Gregory the Illuminator spent 13 years. There were snakes and scorpions here on the ground, but the angel of the Lord commanded a woman living nearby to bring bread and water every day and throw it here from that very small light that you see there, very small. That's where the bread and water came every day. And then the Armenian church made this small altar here where there are liturgies celebrated. This is a very holy place for us and for the Christians, as Gregory Illuminator is a saint of the Universal Church. This is the place, small place, where the woman who brought bread and water to Gregory the Illuminator every day, she's buried here. So there are two dungeons here. One small dungeon like this, with a stone cross here. We come here and we pray. So just so that you have an idea, this is how that dungeon is. And then we'll now go to the bigger pit, the dungeon where Gregory the Illuminator has been spending his years. I want to show you this view, which we like very much here in Armenia. A view of the Ararat Valley and the mountain Ararat. Mountain Ararat has two summits and it's more than 5,600 meters high. That's 5.6 kilometers high. And the small summit, the bigger summit, is eternally covered with snow. And here's the sanctuary. Beautiful place to pray and reflect. This is the monastery where I was just moments ago, and from the monastery there is a place you can hike up to this top of this hill, and there is a cross and the flag of Armenia. So we're gonna continue our hike there, and from there we probably will be able to see a beautiful sunset and a wonderful view of the Ararat Valley. Thanks for watching, friends. You have a great day. God bless you, everyone, and peace be with all of you.